So this is not a TED Talk, but it's a bed talk. There's a bed right next to me here, and I'm interested in talking to you. Hello. So 4 things that affect creativity. Let's check it out. I'm on a time crunch, so I'm going to be speaking a little bit quickly. If you have a pen, get it out now. First thing that affects creativity, physical things. Second thing that affects creativity, psycho-emotional things. Third thing that affects creativity, artistic things. Fourth thing that affects creativity, spiritual and or deep physical things. Let's check them out. What are the physical things that affect creativity? The space that you're creating in. That space should ideally have a lot of space. You shouldn't feel claustrophobic. You should be in a place that has the right kind of lighting you want. If you need Christmas lights, put them up. Something that sets the mood for you. Lighting is super important. These aren't just random things. These are like really important things. Another thing that affects in the physical realm is the time of day. Find the time of day that you're most creative. Just do it at different times. Pay attention. For me, it happens between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. and then again pretty early in the morning, like 7 to 10 or 11. Both creative times, a little bit different. The morning one's more clear, the nighttime one's more dreamy. You're getting into your dream cycle a little bit. Another physical thing that affects creativity is taking care of your body. Like get exercise, make sure you're staying up on things like that. A lot of time people are like, keep saying they're in this drought, and they don't know why, and they're not eating well, and they're not exercising at all. They're just sitting in a room, and that's not good. You can't be creative if your physical body's all out of touch. Probably one of the most important things I've found to creativity, and like it's not anything weird. It just happens to be that not having sex for men. I can't speak for women about this issue, but when you retain that vital energy inside of you, you have a lot more to offer. You're a lot more confident. You have an energy that's not there when you don't have that energy. So pay attention to that. All of these things you can try. Don't take my word for them. I hope that you try these things. So anyway, those are the physical factors that I've found, at least the main ones. You can check the essay out too if you want to read more. The psycho-emotional things, this is like what we're doing with our mind. What are we thinking about? So in comparison to the room we're in, this is like what's going on internally. So you really want to strive for a non-judgmental attitude that accepts quantity over quality. It's kind of funny, you would think it would be the other way around, but getting too focused on the quality of your art actually slows down the process of making it so much that you maybe miss 3 or 4 great pieces that would have happened spontaneously because you were so focused on the quality of one. That's a pretty important thing to remember. So quantity over quality when you're working on art. Just if you're painting, then paint. Don't worry, just do it and keep doing it. Another psycho-emotional thing is like watching what things you are eating and how they're affecting your mind. So this is sort of between physical and psycho-emotional. If you get really hungry, you'll get really bummed and you will probably think your art sucks. Pay attention to things like that. It's easy to not pay attention when you're getting super into something and lose track of getting a meal. You don't have to go crazy cooking crazy stuff, but just get good meal. Yeah, you want to create as much space as you can in your mind, especially right before you're about to do the thing you're going to do. Just let go and just go for it, and don't think too hard about things. Just try as much as you can to focus on what you're doing, not on how you're doing it. That's really important. So I think that pretty much wraps up psycho-emotional things. Artistic things is like keep in touch, I think, with other people's art. Keep looking at art, check out what other people are doing. Not so much so that you'll copy it, but just so that you'll get outside of just constantly seeing your own stuff over and over and over, listening to your own stuff, whatever kind of medium you like. So stay up on that stuff, and you don't have to go crazy, you don't have to know every latest band, but just get after it. And another thing is just the spiritual stuff. And I think that it's probably best if every person figures out what that is on their own, but I think that any form of art that's good comes from a spiritual place of some kind. You don't have to believe in God, you don't have to do meditation, you don't have to do these kind of things, but it's not just mundane, you know, it's not of the everyday world, it's of some other kind of world that the art comes from. So whatever helps you to get in touch with that kind of world, check that out. I don't think that drugs or alcohol are super helpful. I don't think they're super unhelpful either, but I've never found much of an effect one way or the other. So I would say just steer clear of them and you'll know what you're doing probably better. But you know, that's a personal thing too. So anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up my investigation for the last 7 years on creativity. I hope some little gems in there helped you out or will help you out. Toodaloo.